Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy holidays. I'm very excited for today's video because I'm going to be decorating my Christmas tree and I wanted to go ahead and bring you guys all along. Now, I'm not an expert when it comes to decorating Christmas trees, but I did want to give you guys some pointers that have worked for me. So we're going to be decorating my Christmas tree, which is a very slim tree. It is approximately 7.5 feet. It's very small and thin, so it just, I wanted to buy a new tree this year, but I told myself eventually when we have a larger home, then I'll have to buy another one. So I told myself, wait until then, work with what I have and save money until then. So this is a tree that we have due to room space purposes. There's really not a lot of room to work with in our townhome, so this will have to do. And it's a beautiful tree. I will obviously keep it for years to come, still to display in any other part of my house, wherever that may be in the future. So I'm very excited to bring you guys along. I will be decorating with items that I have purchased that you guys have seen. The only thing that you haven't seen yet, unless you follow me on Instagram, are the Sam's Club Members Mark ornaments that I ordered from them online, which are greens and metallics, and they're absolutely gorgeous. So I'll give you guys a quick glance of the items that I will be using. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I do hope that this brings you a source of inspiration or gives you like some type of tips that you may have not known about or that you will want to utilize when decorating your tree this year. If you guys are returning, thank you so much as always for the love and support. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would love for you to consider to become a member here on the family of Golden Finds. Make sure you guys are also liking this video if you like what I produced as content here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the items that I'll be using to decorate my tree. I'm keeping it very simple, you guys, this year. I'm using just the member mark ornaments and some green ribbon, and that is it. So without further ado, let me share what I have to decorate the tree for this year. So here is the Members Mark Christmas tree ornaments that I ordered from Sam's Club, and they do have several other colors. I picked the greens and metallics. So as you guys can see, you get over, I believe it's 75 ornaments, 76 shatterproof ornaments, and they are absolutely gorgeous. There's a variety of different ornaments here, from the colors to the textures to everything, to the sizing. They're really, really nice. I was very impressed with this collection. I really fell in love with the colors online, but this one really spoke out to me because it was very neutral. There's even some lovely glitter ones. This is a very deep green, but it almost looks black on camera. And then this one looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at that copperish red tone. Very beautiful. This is the ribbon that I'll be utilizing. You guys have already seen this in my Christmas haul. Look at how pretty this is. This will most likely be the very first thing that we're going to put on the tree, if not the star, which you guys have also seen in a haul as well. So I think I'll actually start off with the star, and then I have my 99-cent store ornaments that I got that match with all these beautiful colors. Let me grab it really quick. So I think these are going to give it a nice touch, getting that flocked feel that everybody's going for. These match very well with the beautiful ribbon. This was from Michael's Target for the Hearth and Hand. That was Bella's toy because we have Bella here. Hi, Bella. Hi, sweet girl. Hi. Say hi to everybody. Hi. This is Bella, you guys, for those of you who do not know. So the very first thing that I am going to do is going to be putting the star. So let me unpack it, and then that way we can put it on top. Always make sure with anything with decorating that you guys always have a pair of scissors. That is something that I always recommend. So I'm going to be trying something different this year. I read on a few vlogs that it is sometimes better to use twine for putting up your Christmas ornaments instead of the traditional ornament hooks. Well, I thought about it, and then I figured, you know what? I have a ton of Christmas ornament hooks from several past years. Either, I bought them at Walmart. at Dollar Tree, you know, thinking I'm not gonna find them, they're all gonna be a mess, and I always end up just overpacking them and collecting them over the years. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be utilizing the same hooks, but I'm going to flatten them out so that way they are wrapping into each little branch of the tree versus letting them hang on into like the hook just the regular way. I promise you I'll share it with you guys so it totally makes sense about what I'm saying, but I think it should make a difference. It really eliminates that extra little space that you have in between your ornaments and where the hook meets into the branch of the tree. So it should give it more of a fuller look. Another recommendation that I give you guys that I follow is that I leave my tree off. Do not leave it on with the lights on. Like, don't have it plugged in while you're decorating, because for me personally, if you are seeing the whole tree, you're seeing it all pre-lit and it's of course beautiful, but you're not able to really focus on the areas that are missing ornaments, areas that are dead, you know, with nothing on them, and you want to make sure that your tree looks as full as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my tree star, which is absolutely gorgeous, you guys. This is very pretty. It looks very thin like this, but look at the detail of the glass. The glass is very beautiful. I love this star. Again, Hearth in Hand from Target, $20. I actually forgot a very important tool, so I will be right back. Ta-da! Yes, I am wearing gloves. I unfortunately have a very allergic reaction, especially when it comes to contact in my hands when touching stuff like this. So anything like this, you know, faux garlands, faux wreaths, faux Christmas trees, I'm very allergic to the material that is used in the branches. All of this stuff, you guys, everything that usually falls out, right, from the tree. So I have to wear gloves for protection. Of course, you guys don't have to do this, but gloves definitely help me not only keep my hands clean, but also not have to worry about any reaction getting from, you know, touching. Because I did kind of fluff it, and that's actually going to be your very first step, is you're going to really spread out all of your branches the way that you want it, so it's nice and full. Straighten out all the branches so that way they are not smushed in, and of course that happens because we've kept the tree put away. It's been in the box inside for almost a year. So and then usually by the time, I don't know about you guys, but usually by the time that Christmas is over, I just want to clean everything up and I end up smashing it into the box. Not to the point of breaking it, but just, you know, trying to make it fit. And then sometimes it won't fit because the box, you know, just doesn't want to cooperate and the tree has been fluffed out to the max. So just definitely take the time and dedication to adjust your branches from your Christmas tree. Of course, if it is a fake tree. We have never done a real tree. Money-wise, you're gonna save yourself money buying a fake tree. And there's so many trees now that look so realistic. I totally understand others though, they do want that Christmas pine smell in their home. But of course you can also buy some clip-ons to put into your fake Christmas tree. So whatever case you may be doing, you know, definitely just have fun. Ultimately, it's just have a good time decorating your Christmas tree. Involve your children, your significant other. Joe is not here at the time of this filming, so it's just me and my little girl Bella. So again, just go ahead and fluff out to your heart's content until you feel that your tree is the best fluffed up as possible as you think it is or it should be. So I did go ahead and cut my ribbon at about 12 inches. So I'm going to be cutting these into strips and they're all going to be the same size. Now, of course, that's going to depend on how big your tree is and how specifically you want it to be as far as placing it onto the branches of your tree. So for mine, since it's so small and skinny, I won't be needing so much of it. But again, your tree is going to be possibly different if you don't have a small tree like this or if you have a larger tree. And then another thing that I do recommend you guys is also get the wired ribbon. Again, this was from Michaels. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love that it has that beautiful glimmer and it's gold on the other side. Wired ribbon is going to be so much more easier for you to maneuver your ribbon of how you want it to go. Now, of course, the next fun step, which is going to be adding the ornaments. So I'm going to share with you guys the way that I'm going to be tying the ornaments onto the tree versus just doing the traditional putting it in through the hook and hanging it onto your branch. We're going to go and see the difference and see if it looks better doing this technique, so that way you guys can also try it at home. And again, you guys, there's really no right or wrong way on how you decorate your tree. It's however you want to do it. But it's always nice to look at other techniques so that you can check out what to do in your tree. So this is actually very handy. The Members Mark comes with hooks for your Christmas tree ornaments. So this is a traditional way, right? We loop a hook into the ornament and we place it onto the branch. Now I'm going to be starting with bigger ornaments first and working my way to the smaller ones. Sorry for the barking, you guys. Real life here. Bella can hear our neighbor's dog, so she's saying hi, and she says hi to all of you guys. So this is how it looks like with the hanging hook like that. Let me grab another hook and then I'll share with you guys how we are going to try and see if it looks any different doing this other technique. Now I grabbed another hook. So one end you will loop it into your ornament just like normal, and what I end up doing so that way they don't fall is I actually bend the hook like this, kind of like to make it into an enclosure, like you kind of enclose it into that hook. And then I'm going to actually straighten out the hook. And I figured, you know what, this is an easier alternative. If you already have hooks, then you don't have to go out and buy, twine. So then what you do is you grab your ornament hook and you're going to actually get it to as close as you can to the Christmas tree branch. And you're going to loop it into circles. Maybe like one or two, maybe not too tight, just because it's gonna be, a little cray-cray when you have to take all of these ornaments off at the end of the year. So we're going to see the difference now. You could probably even put it a little bit further so that way you can't really see the hook wrapped around the branch. But let's look at the difference of how it looks. So here is the traditional hook. You just place it onto your branch tree. So this is what we're talking about, is all the space in between your tree branch and the hook of the ornament to the actual hook ornament holder. So this is how it looks like, which again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But for me, I really wanted to give it a fuller look, that it looks like it's really in there and it's just going to give it more of a clean look. So I think this method is absolutely amazing. Now you guys can kind of see that there's still a little bit of the hook here. Maybe you could rustle around some of the branches so you don't really see it too much. And again, this is still movable. You can adjust it however way you want. And I really think that this looks so much nicer. Again, there's nothing wrong with this, there's nothing wrong with this technique, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do this through the entire tree. And I'm going to start again with the bigger ornaments. I just gave you guys this small one so it's easier to look, so that way it doesn't look too bulky. And I'm gonna go back and do this, probably place it somewhere else. But I think this technique is going to make the tree look definitely more fuller. If you guys can see the difference from here, it really will make a difference. And we are at the end of the decorating session, you guys. I will, of course, give you guys a close-up of how everything looks. My impression of the Members Mark ornaments, oh my gosh. They're absolutely gorgeous. I love the colors. I love the patterns. I love just everything about the colors. Really, really are like, oh my gosh. I'm so surprised with the quality. The only negative thing about it is that you guys may want to consider if you end up buying those is these. So these are the ornament hooks that come with the pack that you purchase. They are a very bright green, as you guys can kind of see on screen, and they do not at all match my tree. So I might opt out of switching those out for a more darker green so it mixes well more with your tree, especially if you're going to be doing that combination of the, you know, twisting it into the actual branch so it's not too spaced out. So I would recommend that you do so it blends in, it kind of camouflages more into your tree, because this green really sticks out a lot. The color of the hooks with my tree do not contrast well. That is the only negative that I would say. And also that, unfortunately, some of these, which are the ornament hook holders, do tend to pop out easily. So just be very, very careful. Again, they're shatterproof, so they won't break if you drop them unless you put them under some heavy force. But just some tips that I wanted to give you guys about the ornaments. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is the method that I mentioned of putting in the hook and then flattening it out and then wrapping it around the branch. So I want you guys to make sure you understand that this may not be for everybody. Now, the thing that I want you guys to take the most out of this is will you have the patience to not only to wrap it around the branch, but also when it comes to storing away your tree after the holiday season. You have to keep in mind that for every, you know, ornament that you are wrapping around the branches, you will have to unwind it and remove it at the end of the year. Some people just prefer, you know, putting the hook on, putting it onto the tree, and we're done and set. And it's easy to take off. You pull off the hook, take it off, put your ornaments away. So just make sure that you guys keep that into consideration if you are going to try out this technique, because it will definitely be very time consuming for the holiday season after and while you're decorating as well. It really took me a while to put everything up. I have some few ornaments left. I didn't use all of them, and it definitely dawned on me that it's going to take a while to taking them off once the holiday season's over. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed this decorate with me for my Christmas tree. I am absolutely in love with how it looks. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a close-up look of everything and also show you how it looks like when it's all lit up with the Christmas lights. So thank you so much again for stopping by for today's video, you guys. I hope that this brought you some source of inspiration when decorating your Christmas tree, and hopefully some of those techniques will work for you as well as they do for me. So until the next time, you guys, happy holidays. Bye, everyone. Still with the gloves, yes, these definitely help if you guys are very sensitive to the branches and stuff like that. And not only it leaves your hands clean, because a lot of the materials that are on the branches are not good for you, so you just want to be careful, but gloves help. Bye, guys.